Hi everyone, I am officially 4 months on testosterone. Well, I'm actually 4 months and almost 2 weeks on testosterone. This video is coming out a little bit late, my bad, but I figured I'd tell you about the changes that I've experienced from 3 months up until this point. I like to start with the most obvious change every video, and for me, this month it's my hair. I know that dyeing your hair is not a direct side effect of testosterone, however, for me it kind of is. Because even 3 months ago, I couldn't imagine dyeing my hair because of how much dysphoria it would give me. However, because I've been receiving gender-affirming care and I've been deconstructing a lot of the ideas around gender, I finally feel comfortable enough to express myself in a way that I've actually wanted to express myself for a long time. So I dyed my hair pink. All of the pink fell out, so now it just looks like a bad bleach job, but I'll be dyeing it pink again very shortly. Basically, I'm at a point in my transition where I'm able to do things that I wasn't able to do prior, which is really exciting. In general, I feel like the main change recently has been I feel gender euphoria a lot more frequently, and overall I feel dysphoric a lot less than I have ever before in my life. So it's been great. The next most obvious change is probably my voice. I remember in my 3-month video, I was talking about how much my voice has changed. However, I feel like from that point to here, it hasn't changed all that much. I definitely haven't experienced a lot of voice cracking or loss of control. I did have a voice crack earlier in this video, but that's besides the point. It's definitely, the frequency of the voice cracks is a lot less, I'll say that. And I feel like my voice hasn't gotten significantly deeper like it did last time. But I still don't think my voice is in its final form. I think that I will experience another voice drop at some point. So I'm just trying to enjoy where I'm at and enjoy the process overall. The next most obvious change to me would be my facial hair. I know that you guys probably can't see any of it right now, but in certain lighting, I can see a lot. So it's important to me that I talk about it. I'm getting a lot more hair underneath my chin. I'm even getting a little patch down here, and I have a couple more very noticeable hairs sporadically throughout the right side of my face. For some reason, it's only on the right side. I don't really have any noticeable hair on the left, but I'm not going to complain. I also definitely think that the hair on my upper lip has become a lot more noticeable. It definitely looks like I have an afternoon shadow all of the time, and it's getting to the point where I have to shave now. Probably once a month, but it's still exciting. I've also noticed a lot more body hair in general, like in the divots of my elbows and my upper inner arm. There's noticeable hair there, which I've never been able to see before. There's also a lot more hair on my thighs and just my legs in general, and on my stomach or like belly area, there's definitely a lot more hair there as well. I also wrote in my notes that my eyebrows are getting thicker, but to be honest, I don't believe that anymore. I think maybe that day they were just slightly thicker and I got excited. I've been experiencing a little bit of acne throughout this entire time on my face, my shoulders, and my chest. When it comes to my shoulders and my chest, I think mostly it's because I apply the testosterone there and it dries the skin out. But when it comes to my face, I'm hoping that it's just all the new hair growth that's causing the acne, but really, only time will tell. Also, this month, I actually didn't get my period at first. So around the time that I typically get my period, I didn't, and so I thought that that was it. I thought that I'd done it. I was 4 months on T, on the gel, and it was over, which was way quicker than I was expecting. But around 20 days later, I got my period. I also experienced a little bit more BG, which I will not elaborate on further. Alright, let's talk about the gym. So, I feel like my overall strength is finally starting to improve. This entire time, it's been one of the things that I've been most excited about, and I've just been waiting for the day that it happens, and I feel like slowly but surely, it's now happening. I've gone up in almost every one of my lifts this month, which is really big for me because typically I progress very slowly in the gym, so this is very exciting. I also feel like running has become a lot easier. I didn't run throughout the entirety of winter. Now that it's becoming summer, I'm starting to get into it again, and I found that I'm able to progress a lot faster than I've ever been able to progress before with it. Which makes sense because testosterone can increase your red blood cell count, which theoretically can be dangerous, but it can also make you fitter. And I feel like all of a sudden I'm a lot fitter than I was before, despite the fact that I haven't been running. So that's cool. I feel like I'm living life on easy mode right now. I also feel like I have gained a lot of muscle recently. Like overall, my shape has changed. My shoulders have definitely gotten broader and my back has gotten bigger, but I haven't gained any weight. So I don't know where this muscle is coming from. I don't know. But I do have a bit of an exciting life update. I recently graduated university and I graduated using my original first name, but I was able to get my middle name removed from my degree. And despite the fact that I graduated under my original first name, I still feel like it was a really positive experience because when I first started testosterone, I always thought about what it would be like graduating 4 months on T. And here I am, graduating 4 months on T. I did it. And I'm really proud of myself for getting this far. And honestly, it couldn't be better. Also, after 4 months on testosterone, I had my first ever follow-up appointment with my endocrinologist. And after being on the 5% testo gel at 75 milliliters per day, my testosterone levels were at 35, which is the top of the healthy range for cisgendered men. So my blood work could literally not be better. I'm really happy with what the gel has given me. So I don't want to hear any gel slander on my page, alright? The gel works. I don't want to hear any of this. It's not as effective as the shots. My blood work says otherwise, alright? But in saying all of that in defense of the gel, I am actually going to switch to the shots. The reason being convenience. With the gel, you have to apply it every day. With the shots, the one that I'm taking, you only have to apply it once. Oh, you only have to take it once a month. And so I'm going to try the shots. Also, I'm hoping to get top surgery soon, and I don't want to have to deal with applying the gel every day during top surgery recovery. So being on the shots at that point would be great. And if I have a little bit of time to get used to it first, that's even greater. Speaking of, I actually have my first ever top surgery consultation coming up, but it's not for this month, it's for next month. Fingers crossed, I can get top surgery soon. I do have to verify a few things with my health insurance and deal with all the admin BS, but hopefully by next video I'll have some more details to share with you about that. And I'll see you then. Bye.
This is my voice 1 day on testosterone. This is my voice 6 weeks on T.
This is my voice 2 months on T. This is my voice 3 months on T. This is my voice 4 months on T.